This is Dinky Daryl's first meal as a little. Hey Daryl! Hi Dinky! Come on Daryl! Come up and eat! Well, hi to hello! Hi to hello to you all! Hi guys! Hi Trudy! Come on Dinky Daryl, it's time to eat! It's time to eat, everybody. Oh my goodness, who's so hungry, sweetie? Are you hungry, girl? Such a hungry little girl? All right, I'm coming in. I'm coming in there, Annie. Annie, I'm coming in. Come on, Daryl. You guys watch how we do this. This is not easy. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not easy. We have a mix, a formula, a grain formula that everybody can eat here together. Pigs, donkeys, goats, all of them can share this one here. Alpaca, I see you. Guys, give me a moment here. Oh, Lordy. What in the world? Hey, move it. Come on. Hey, come on. Let's walk over here. Come on. Brady, do you mind? Ringo, help me. Everyone walk together. I'm trying to watch my knees, y'all. Oh, I'm coming, Annie. I'm coming, sweetie. Go, Ringo. So what I do is I pour some grain out on this little balance beam that they walk down. I missed about half of it right there. So everyone needs to settle it down. Trudy, I'm coming, sweetie. Okay, that's enough. Hi, Daryl. Hey, Dinky. I also pour a lot more. Oh, Trudy, you need to stop watching. Stop walking into my bad knee. Here, gosh, darn it, Trudy. So I'm gonna dump all the water off the top of this here. Hey there, Timmy. I'm gonna dump all the water off of this here. It rained last night. Sissy loves this spot. Jump up there, Sissy. There you go, look at here. Oh my goodness, everybody. Laverne, stop eating like a pig. Trudy, why are you biting my knees? Okay, y'all. Now I'm gonna, hi Daryl, hey Daryl. Daryl's like, oh my goodness, when do I get my food? Hold on, I'm trying to find a place to pour it. Oh, hey folks, Lester here. And we're coming to you on a Sunday afternoon. It's about 6 o'clock on a Sunday afternoon. Now you guys will see this video probably on a Tuesday, maybe a Wednesday. Hey, you might see it tomorrow, but check it out. Guys, we're a little bit concerned because we have a full week of rain in our forecast. And when I say rain, I mean several inches of rain. So I don't want to get you all worried and concerned because there's nothing to really worry about. All of our creeks, our rivers, everything is nice and low. So we have a lot of space to hold the rain. The only worry that I have when it rains is being that we have several of these cows who are about to drop their calves. And you guys do know that we have a couple of spots on the property where there's a dry creek. And that dry creek only fills with water during those little flash floods. And when I say a little bit of water, it could really vary from just a little bit to pretty much of a raging river. And we've seen it both. We've seen trickles come down through it. And we've seen the raging waters that pour down through it. Raging enough to where it has literally washed out 2 culverts that we had that crossed that creek. And we've had quite the fiasco trying to figure out what we're going to do with getting from one side to the other. We're also compounded in the fact that Jamie's horse, Stormy, is about to give birth as well. And even though she's here in the front pasture, we all know that dry creek talking about is right over here. And that is, in fact, the place that Stormy's been going to. Ivy, be sweet to her. I think Ivy just kicked her. Ivy, Ivy, be sweet. That's your friend and your protector when I'm not here. Sadie, oh baby, I'm sorry. Ivy, that was the meanest thing. Come on, Sadie, come on. That was the meanest thing. sometimes animals don't know what they got until it's gone, right, sweetie? I know what you are. You're amazing. So listen, the problem that we've been having is catching Stormy nesting over here, very close to that same spot where Jolene had her calf, Prince Willie Joe. And you guys know that night we came over on a very stormy night and had to pick up Prince Willie Joe because a few hours later we had that one of those torrential rains, and water was in fact flowing down through there like a raging river would. So what to do? I've offered some suggestions to Jamie as far as her horse goes. I say we should just bring her in here into the lot. This is the same place that we use for our loading chute. We have our little squeeze chute over here, but we also have built a little bit of a loafing shed there back when we had little Gary. We could put water in here and close her inside this small area. Now, I get it, there's not much to eat. Well, there's really nothing to eat. This is just weedy type stuff that horses will not want. But we do come over twice a day. We're here several hours when we do come over. I could always go buy her a roll of hay. Horses need a special hay, so you can't use the same hay you use for your cows. Get her a roll of hay inside here. Drop off some green hay. And then Jamie has a really neat idea in using some of those panels over there on the trailer, the round pin panels, and literally building her a section over here where she could come out of the lot using the side gate over here, and she could actually kind of walk around this area here a bit. Now, I'm going to tell you right now that this area is not the cleanest. There are, in fact, pieces of wood. There's an old gate. So there's a lot of weeds, which is not going to do her any good whatsoever. So I'm thinking we might come out around the front and literally make the round pin over here up in the front. That would keep her out of harm's way with any kind of flooding. It would also allow her to be close to the horses, but not quite whereas Rita or anyone else could bother her, or especially that foal if she does in fact give birth and we're not here to watch and protect her. So a couple of things we're thinking about, and so that's where we're at with all of the upcoming rain and the fact that we have cows and a horse who's about to drop their young any day. Let me show you the calves. So we did have 2 calves born this week. We're very excited about these little girls. Both Dolly, that's the mom looking at us right there, and Reba, the one with her head to the ground grazing, are both Schumacher cows, come from a very highly pedigreed bloodline, and they did drop a couple of calves this week. Now, I'm going to tell you the truth in the fact that Mr. Jake, that was the former owner of these 2, did not realize they had been bred before he moved them away. Now, listen, I could very easily say, hey, too bad, bud, you're lost. But that's not really the way that you do business if you want to build a reputable business. When I took on these 2, along with their other calves, everyone knows these 2 over here came with them. We had a 4-for-1 deal. We never talked about a 6-for-1. So Mr. Jake has asked respectfully and politely if I could work a deal out with him to get those calves back to him once they're old enough to be weaned. They do share a bloodline that he would like to keep going. They both have been bred by his bull, the one they call Hank. And so I told Jamie, and I'm telling you all, that I hate to do that because these are going to be some really special calves. But at the same time, I have to be a man of honor in the fact that, well, I think that you guys know what I'm trying to say. I don't really know in good conscience how I can tell him no. It's not like I'm feeding the calves. It's not like I'm going to, hello there, I'm talking about your little sister. You're like, I want my sisters to stay here. And don't forget that Mr. Jake, or I'm going to call him Rancher. Hello there, Prince Willie Joe. Aren't you the most handsome little bull? You ain't going nowhere, boy. You ain't going nowhere. Not until he's much older. You ain't going nowhere, sir, so settle it down. He's like, you ain't getting rid of my girlfriends neither. All right, maybe I'm not. We're in the talking stages. We're just talking. But no. So guys, I am kind of torn here. I want to stay, I want to be a reputable, I want to have a reputable brand. I hope that you know what I mean by that. There's going to be half of you all say, no, Lester, you keep them calves. That was, that's fair and square, blah, blah, blah. And the other half are going to say, no, Lester, you know what? You're right. You do what's best for your brand and for your future. And I plan on doing a whole lot of business with Mr. Jake in the future. And so I really would like to make sure that he and I keep a really good working relationship. Also, don't forget that at this point, he's already moved Mr. Hank along. And now he has these two females here, these two calves that he has and plans on breeding back to Santoro. You all remember Santoro from Nephew Jake. So there's Shirtless Jake. So there's a lot going on, friends. There's so much going on that I'm having to think about. And so I don't know. It's never easy. It's fun doing this kind of stuff. It really is fun managing your herd and watching them grow. But I will say this, I never thought when Jake and I made that deal that those two would be pregnant. And so I never really counted those two calves as part of my herd. And even though I'm starting to fall in love with them, we've given them names, Fancy and Faith, and we love them to death, I do kind of understand the point of view of, Longhorn Rancher Jake and the fact that he would like to have those back once they're old enough. And so I want you all to know what's going on behind the scenes. That's just kind of something that we're talking about and thinking about. And I will keep you guys in the loop. But please don't change the way you feel about them or the way that you feel about me. It's just a business decision, y'all. And sometimes you have to think about your business decisions if you do, in fact, plan on having a successful business. And I would like to really grow this brand into something special. All of our cows are doing wonderful. And if you're concerned about the flooding, not to worry. Jamie and I are going to be here a lot. All right. Lex is with his mom this week. And so we're not doing much with Lex. Just give me 1 second. It's time for a commercial break. So I know it's very windy. You can't hear much. And I'm sorry about that. Can't control the wind noise. Hey, beautiful. But Jamie and I will be here a lot more than we've been here twice a day for several hours each time. We stayed overnight the entire week. So especially with heavy rains coming, we're going to be here a whole lot more. And so what I will do, once I see the rain start coming down and those creeks begin to fill up, I'll come out with my side-by-side and look at my calves, check on the cows, especially the ones that may be birthing pretty soon. And if we need to pull those calves to safety or move those moms along, we can do that. I have no qualms whatsoever with letting a cow who may have a baby here in this pasture over here. We call this our yard pasture. And there's no trouble they can get into. We can close the gate down by the road. And so if we have to, we can always move a cow over into here. Now you're saying, Lester, there's no shelter. There's no shelter. More than likely, a cow who gives birth will not find shelter anyway. She's going to keep that calf as far away from everybody else as possible. And it's very unlikely they would ever come up to the shelter for the first several days anyway. So that's kind of what's going on in a nutshell. I know I talked do that pretty fast. I'm excited about this week of rain. We can always use the rain, and I'm not going to ever, after the last 2 years of drought, severe drought, like record-breaking drought, I will never, guys, I will never complain about a few days of rain. I won't. It may be inconvenient. It may be a little bit scary with those cows and horses giving birth, but we're not going to complain about the rain, okay? Ever. All right, well, listen, thank you all for watching. Not a whole lot of action in today's video, but there was a lot of explaining that I wanted to get done, and it's always nice keeping you all in the loop. Guys, I look forward to hearing your opinions on everything from the calves to the horse to the future of the babies. I mean, whatever you want to contribute to the conversation. We're a family channel, and we're also a channel that welcomes you as our friends and our family, as a part of our social media family. So please share your opinions. Try to find a way to be respectful, with whatever you're going to say. Just think about what you're saying before you actually press the send button. We always appreciate that. And we love you so much. We're blessed to have you. And listen, we're going to catch you guys on the next video.
Don't let your troubles fester. Come watch Longhorn Lester.
Yeah, something like that.